do it, right? I've done it. I've done it all. I want to do it. I want to ask you another question about. So, and don't feel weird about this question, okay? Because it's about your skills, your acting skills.
All right.
All right. And and I'll be honest with you, if I cast Steve O in a movie, I don't know what is going to happen, right? Like in terms of like, does he have the skills to memorize lines and do all that stuff? I would bet maybe not, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's sharp.
Yeah, he is a sharp guy.
He just,
yeah.
I don't know.
But with you though, and we all talked about this behind your back.
That's a good feeling.
No, because we were, you know what I mean. But we were like, we would literally go, dude, that guy can you can legitimately act.
Oh, thank you.
And it, to me, as a you know, a guy that's been a fan of yours, you know what I mean, to see you do Jackass and all this stuff, and you know, and I know you've been on sitcom, you did that sitcom with Keegan, you know, so I know that you can act, right? But it's like the kind of acting you were doing for Sweet Dreams was like deep, like you were like tapping into shit, you know what I mean? So did you go to train? Did you train, or is this something you were just born with? Like, what happened?
Well, I've been doing films now for 20 years.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
And when I first got to town, I trained.
Like
I was just out of the gate. I was terrified of the camera. Just would freeze in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So I had to get over that.
Yeah.
And then you just have to, I don't know, do it in it's like anything, repetition, and get more comfortable with yourself. So
It's like stand up. Like stand up, people were like, I couldn't do it, but once.
Oh no, I did that once, man. I was
No,
like,
you-
let's not do this again.
You can do it again.
No, it was terrifying. I was 15.
Yeah, you did.
I did it when I was 15 at the Funny Bone in Knoxville.
Yeah.
And I wrote like 5 or 10 minutes, and because I heard that Eddie Murphy did it when he was 16. Like,
Yeah.
so I did it, and God, I remember I used to sweat really bad in high school, but my sweat stains almost met in the middle that night. I was so terrified.
Right.
It was
15, of course you would be.
And I'm scared. I was frightened of crowds growing up, so that was.
But Johnny, I'm telling you, just hear me out. I'm not asking you to do it. In fact, you know, don't ever do it.
Oh, stand up?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I know. But I'm gonna. But I will say.
He's gonna try to convince you.
I'm not gonna try to convince you because you're not gonna do it. All right. But I have to say.
I see. What you're doing.
No. Just you know, I'm just being. Listen, okay. Just hear me out. All right. I know for a fact you could do it, and that's all I want to say.
Well, if I could overcome my fear.
Yeah, but it's. Let me. I did a movie called Heartbreakers. It's on my IMDb. Check it out. And in this movie,
Did you take your Ritalin today?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Can
Maybe
you
not
imagine if he didn't?
Yeah. So Heartbreakers, right? And I had a monologue in there. Okay. And this is probably I don't know how many movies I've done, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And also the things that I was asked to do in movies were like so like kind of silly. That movie.
Classic film.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's a terrible. I don't know. I've never seen it, but I'm sure it's good.
Wait, Tia Carrera's
Chris
in it.
Kattan vehicle.
Yeah. Chris Kattan's in it. Tom Arnold. You know, the best. Anyway, I remember I had a monologue, and they said action, and nothing came out. Oof. Because
Was it one of your first films?
No, it's like maybe third one, maybe. You know what I mean? But I was young.
Yeah, but we still. That's
Yeah.
very early.
And I was nervous.
Sure.
Right? And it was not. It also, I can do it now, but if the monologue or whatever doesn't have any kind of humor in it, where I can kind of lock in, I go, this is where I'm getting the laugh. I was lost. And so
Right.
when they said action, I opened my mouth and nothing came out. And then all of a sudden they say cut, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're in it. Like the sweat is coming down.
Oh yeah.
And then you see chaos in the back. You know,
You start spinning.
Yeah. And the Video Village is like talking with each other. Like, what the fuck is going on? I know. And so they slowly come up and they go, you need some time? And I literally looked at the director and I go, I'm not going to be able to do it. I just not going to be able to do it. And they go, what do you mean you have to do it? And I go, I just know I can't. I'm petrified.
What day of the film was this? Have you done other things?
Yes, I already shot too much. I had
Okay.
shot too much of the movie for them to cut me out.
So how did that conversation go?
I said, I can't do it. They go, you have to. Then I go, I'm telling you, I'll try again. But I can't even think of the first word. I'm spinning. I'm spinning right now.
Yeah.
And they go, all right, well, let's try. Action. I maybe say a couple of words, then I stop. And it gets worse and worse.
Sure.
And now it's like I just want to leave.
Right.
Right? And then I told her, the director, can we shoot this some other day?
Oh wow.
And it was getting late too. It was a night. We were outside.
Right.
It was like midday, and it started getting dark almost. I mean, that's how long we were.
Yeah.
And then they just never got back to that scene. And they obviously that scene's not in the movie. You know what I mean?
How long did it take all this?
Couple hours.
That's real fear, man. That's tough.
And then Whitney Cummings. That was when I first met Whitney, and she goes, "You got to get on beta blockers." And I go, "What does that do?" And she's like, I get the same thing." What are you doing?
I had to rent it so I could find your scene. But yeah.
Yeah, there I am right there. Petrified. Look at it. Petrified. Petrified.
Was it just that scene? Were you that petrified in the rest of the movie?
I did well.
Was it the monologue? Because
because it was a monologue, and because it was like kind of long, and
no comedy.
It was no comedy, and also I had never been asked to do a monologue. And so on Mad TV, you would have teleprompters and stuff.
Yeah.
And also I felt comfortable that I could fuck up because I just know everyone. Mm-hmm. But this one, it's just like I just didn't know anybody, and I just now I can do anything. But it's like at that time I just couldn't do it. So I mean, basically, the long story short, I don't even know why I even went into that. Oh yeah, because of the talking about in the beginning of when you first started acting, you weren't as comfortable, and then through time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and now if you did stand up, yeah, the first 20 will be bad. But you would figure it out because you're a smart guy and you're a funny guy. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, God, no, but I know what you're talking about.
I think you should try it. I think you should try it, Johnny.
I don't know. But on my first big movie, Jackass came out, and my first big movie was with Barry Sonnenfeld.
Wow.
And it had Rene Russo, Stanley Tucci, Dennis Farina, Tim Allen,
All right.
Yeah.
Jason Lee. It was a big movie, and I'd sprained my ankle doing Jackass, and I wasn't supposed to be doing stunts to do before this movie. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get there, and they're going to fire me because I have a broken ankle.
Yeah.
And then I see that they're flying me first class. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Because all the, and then it's like I get there and they put me up in a big suite. I'm like, it just kept getting worse because I'm like, this is all getting taken away tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we had the read-through, which I still don't like read-through. I hate them.
Hate them.
Yeah. Yeah, they're the worst.
They're the fucking worst. Table reads.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, so how'd you do though? How'd you do?
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I have every scene with Tom Sizemore. Every line I have is with Tom Sizemore. And sitting around this table, I think I have Stanley Tucci and Dennis Farina directly across from me, and Rene Russo's right there, and Sonnenfeld's down there. And so I give Sizemore a couple of lines. He gives me a couple of lines, and I give him one back. He's like, where did you get that accent? What are you doing with that accent? And he looks down at Barry Sonnenfeld like really? And then I look
at the table read?
In front of everybody.
Oh my God!
I'm already thinking I'm going home.
Yeah.
Now I know I'm going home.
Yeah.
And I'm sweating.
Yeah.
And I look over and Stanley Tucci's like,
Yeah.
Oh man.
And at the time I thought, he thought, wow, you really stink.
Yeah.
But that's not, he may have thought that, but he was very nice. So I was like, you know what? I might be sucking right now. I don't know, but
Yeah.
fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Sylvester Stallone and Rhinestone. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die my way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just kept doing it, and then halfway, like,
Were you doing an accent or no?
no, I was just giving this, just tweaking my Southern accent.
All right. Okay.
Really wasn't really doing much of an accent,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And then later on, I do it again. He's like, "You're still doing that accent," and I was like,
I mean,
I was like, okay, I'm going home. I'm going to pack. I was going to pack, right?
Yeah.
I got through it.
Yeah.
But Sonnenfeld comes up to me and said, "Don't pay attention to Tom. You're doing great." And I was like, "Oh fuck!" That helped a lot.
yeah, that you need
because
that.
I was gone. But Sizemore, like, he's passed now, and he was really rough on me the first couple of weeks, and I didn't care because I just thought, I'm just getting stories left and right.
Right.
And he saw eventually that I can just roll with whatever, and then he liked me, and he didn't want anyone else talking to me. Yeah, I became his guy.
Wow.
No, if people came up and tried to, he was like,
Wow. Yeah, but why would you? Those were the days. I don't think people can behave like that anymore.
yeah, no, it's different now.
It's different now.
Yeah.
Because back then I talked about on this podcast some fucked up, weird, you know what I mean, situations. You know what I mean, where like egos and like, you know what I mean. But in the last 10 years, it's been like, I just feel like everyone's kind of more woke, and you know, there's all these rules, and you know what I mean.
Do you still have like an internal like hatred for like Brooke Shields or Kim Cattrall, or is that like gone?
I have an internal hatred for life for them.
You think forever you're never gonna like just
Yeah, internal hatred for life. Because what I want to say about with the both is that I was a young actor, and I was like scared, and it was like, I've never been on a sitcom before. So with Kim Cattrall was a commercial, and with Brooke Shields was a sitcom, right? And
How'd it go with Kim Cattrall?
she hated me.
Really?
Yeah, she hated me.
Why?
Because this is the first time I ever did anything really, and so I had this. I did this Michael Bay commercial for Pepsi.
Okay, and I'd like to hear how that because
You worked with her before?
No, but I've heard stories,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I want to hear.
He was a little. Listen, I talked to Joe Rogan about it. He goes, "Don't tell that story the way you're telling it because you have it wrong."
Yeah.
So I'm going to retell it.
Why was Joe Rogan there?
No, he wasn't there, but he's saying that and he has a point. A lot of times, no, he has a point. A lot of Johnny. A lot of times when we go through things, it's through our perception, right? So like for instance, when I did Heartbreakers, to me, I would be like, everyone there hates me.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not true.
Right.
Right. I don't know what they're feeling. They might not even be feeling. What's this?
Heartbreaker.
Yeah. Can we turn this off,
Oh,
man?
wow.
What the fuck?
Yes.
You said there was no
Boy.
comedy.
Yeah.
There's so much comedy.
No, that I was. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, turn that off, dude. Turn that off, dude. Yeah. Turn
I
that
know
off.
what I'm doing later.
No
Holy
comedy.
shit.
No
That's how-
comedy.
No, in the monologue, dude. In the fucking monologue, I said, man.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Now watching it, you know what I mean. Anyway, so a lot of the things that when we tell people, it's through our own perception, and it's not based in any kind of reality or full truth. You know what I mean? There's glimpses of truth. It's based on how I perceive things. So basically, one of my first acting jobs, I came in. So Kim Cattrall is in the bathtub. I'm a towel boy. I'm with Eric Stone Street from Modern Family. And Eric and I are towel boys. And I walk in with a stack of towels. And I walk into the bathroom, and there's a light that the fucking towels are blocking. So Michael Bay would get cut. Dude, your face has to be in the fucking light. That kind of thing. Right? And I go, sorry, I'll do it again. You know what I mean? And we did it so many times because now I can feel it.
Right.
I know. Okay, I can feel the light.
Right.
But back then, I don't know what a jib camera is. You know what I mean? When they say, you know what I mean, a mark, I don't know what a mark is.
Yeah.
I don't know any of the terminology. I'm basically, you know what I mean, a street kid from the suburbs, you know what I mean, who's a ex-drug addict who did stand-up one night at a comedy club, and here I am now on a, you know what I mean?
Right.
But Kim Cattrall was just really not that nice, you know what I mean, to me that day. And then same with Brooke Shields. The showrunners didn't want me on the show, but the network did. And so they just wouldn't even look at me or talk to me for the whole
Wait, didn't Michael Bay like pull your face into the light eventually?
Yeah, but I make it seem like it's more aggressive than it probably actually was.
Oh, did he softly, like tenderly?
He could have just went. I used to tell like this. He grabbed my head like this and he goes, "The light's here. The light's here." Right? But it could have been, "Hey, dude,
Please?
dude, please, sir, you're doing a great job, but right here's the light." Right?
Oh man, I don't like people touching my face. That would.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
People have touched my face. Makeup, especially. I hate it.
Makeup's different.
You're kidding. Yeah, but anyway, it's so weird. So, when did you get comfortable with acting after that?
I just got more comfortable as I went along. You know, by the time I got to set and realized that my ankle had healed and I wasn't getting fired, I relaxed. But there's no way to relax in a read through.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, I can fucking fully get
Fire.
I'm on fire today, dude.
Do you ever cheat in school?
No.
What? I have.
I've
all the
never-
time.
Me too.
All the time.
No.
But I would, I was one of those guys, when you have to fill in the bubbles, I would make a design.
Same.
God, he's a dragon or whatever. Yeah. But anyway,
I hated like the email they would always tell you like if you filled in all C's on your Scantron that you would get a passing grade, and that was such bullshit.
you did all C's one day?
No, I would never. I'd always get A's. I was a good student.
Nerd alert.
Yeah.
Nerd alert.
I mean, not in high school, no, but in college, yeah, I was a good student.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't have to ever do that again. School. Right? Aren't you glad we're out of school?
Sometimes I have nightmares of being stuck, like finals week or something, and then back in like my physics like 3 class, and like feeling like the whole like world is on my shoulders because I'm not going to pass this thing. 'Cause I
Yeah.
forgot everything
Why do you even worry about shit like that?
because it's a reoccurring nightmare of mine.
No, but back then you were worried about tests and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, because my parents would beat me.
I got ready for the beatings though.
Oh, so
If you
you
accept, no,
accepted it. Oh,
I
okay.
knew
Yeah,
that
yeah.
every report card time I was going to get in beatings. I would work out, right? And I would tense my body, but I knew all F's. When you get like D's and F's and you give them to your traditional Asian parents, holy shit, the whooping you get. My lord.
It's not fun.
I was like Cersei walking through the city, the town, remember?
Shame.
Shame. It was like that. It was terrible. But yeah, I never even tried. But here's the bad thing about school. Waking up. I mean, golly, gee, change the time.
I agree. To me, that's the hardest part of school. No, I actually don't disagree at all. The hardest part of my
Waking
entire
up.
college existence, high school, elementary, was waking up in the morning.
If school was from 1 to 9, I would got straight A's.
I think you would.
1 to 9.
1 to 9 p.m.
No, but that's not true because then you'd sleep at like 6 in the morning and
No,
still
no,
have
no,
to
no.
wake up at noon.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because like 7 a.m. classes, I remember, I was like, who decided this? This is obnoxious.
Or sometimes I would wake up and it's still kind of dark.
Yeah.
And I would look outside and I would go, I'm going to kill myself. I hate this. And then you show up. I don't know what the fucking teacher's talking about. Mr. Guilfoyle. And then he had like always this wet stain on the tip of his, he had these like khaki pants. But there was always like a wet, like he peed himself.
Oh.
So I would just look at Mr.
man.
Guilfoyle's like wet stain.
What was it? No pee?
Either
dribble?
cum or pee. I don't know what it was. And he had this mustache. He also had a Mr. Magoo nose.
Yeah.
Wow, class. So anyway, the biophysics within each domain creates. And I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like that.
Was there never a teacher in school where you were like, oh, I really, really like them?
You and I are the same wavelength today.
feeling this,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
You guys are naming everything I loved in school.
Oh!
Stop.
Waking up
Concentrating-
early?
Yeah, waking up early, concentrating on one thing for a long time, getting tested on it, being able to like remember things that you studied. I'm like wishing I could have something like that in my life
I think,
again.
did it take you out of maybe your religious upbringing?
No,
It
it's just I enjoyed that was like elite performing. It's like
Like structure.
yeah, figuring
I
out what you do.
I tell you this.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I tell you, I'm not like that.
I want to take the LSATs just for fun to see if I can score better than my friends.
I'm
who
a
are
I'm a
lawyers.
dreamer.
Yeah.
And a drifter.
and a drifter. It's Helix Sleep. You guys, I have couple of rooms in my house, and they have beds. And every bed I have in my house is a Helix Sleep mattress.
Wow.
The Helix lineup, it's the best, by the way. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including the award-winning Luxe Collection, which is what I have, the newly released Helix Elite Collection, a mattress designed for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids.
What I love about Helix is that it's so simple to get matched. You just take a quiz, right? For example, like I'm a hot sleeper, but I'm also a side sleeper. So I got matched with a midnight mattress, but then I chose the option for Luxe, which is just a thicker, plusher, more luxurious one. And I have no regrets. Every single bed that I own is a Helix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Helix is offering 20% off all. Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/belly and use code HelixPartner20. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Shopify merchant. When I started podcasting a long time ago, an online store was the furthest thing from my mind. Now I'm selling my T-shirts and my merch, right? And it's so easy. It's all on Shopify, all because I use the Shopify. Shopify is a global e-commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million order stage, Shopify is there to help you grow.
You guys, we sell merch, we sell stickers, all of these things, but it doesn't matter whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits. Shopify helps you sell everywhere, from their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US, and Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklyn, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries, because businesses that grow with Shopify.
Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tigerbelly, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/tigerbelly now to grow your business no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/tigerbelly.
There we go.
It's the acai fucking Kung Pao chicken again, baby. What's up?
There's a battle going on.
There's a battle going on in my stomach, but I'm so full right now. But anyway, you shut the fuck up now, okay?
Wait, aren't we doing?
I love you, man. I love kidding. You know what, dude? I'm so sorry. That was rude. No, don't give me that. Dude, the pheromone baby, I love it. Good line, dude. And what I'm saying is that keep going. That's all I want. What's you saying?
Aren't we doing Hawaii soon?
Yeah, we're going to play in June.
Yeah. we're doing
April.
I can't wait.
Soft announcement.
Wait, it's in April, right?
April 26th.
Yeah, end of April.
Finally going to happen. You know what I mean? Finally going to happen.
So, guys,
is
hit up-
Theo Vaughn around? Has Theo Vaughn texted?
For the audience.
Theo's our guest.
He's our
For the
guest.
audience.
He's how many times has he canceled in the past?
3 or 4 times.
Oh, no, I just have to start booking him about 6 months before we actually want him on, because it takes a while.
Here's because this is what the deal is with him. He always like, man, if I do yours, you do mine, right?
Yeah.
But I always do his first, and then he takes off. So he has to do ours first.
He bamboozles you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our numbers do well, so he kind of still needs to use me, you know.
Yeah.
But he has elevated himself into a different stratosphere.
Yep.
Before he comes on, what do you think is different about him, or things you've noticed?
Oh, a lot.
That smirk.
Oh, a lot.
Ooh,
He's he's my friend and I love him, but
yeah. You're gonna talk to him anyways.
he's so busy that you can't really get a hold of him. He doesn't call as much. But you just kind of, you hear how he's doing through the folklore. The folklore and the stories that people tell. And it's really nice to hear all that stuff. I'm not doing bad myself, though,
You got some folklore.
I have
The weirdest thing about you is that now that you've hit this level of success and fame, you are far more reachable. Like, you answer text messages. Like, you've never been more,
I would agree to that.
right? Like, you're so
Accessible.
much more accessible.
It's not the success, I'll tell you that.
But it's the correlation.
No, the correlation is when
medication.
I went through that hard time last year, and I thought everything was going away. The people that stuck by me, which is pretty much everyone, I had a deeper appreciation for it, and that's what it was. I'm like, you know what? These people have my back, and they love me, and I love them, and I should be more present. I've been nicer to you. Have I not been? Have I not been?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, and are you appreciative of it?
Very much so, sir.
Well, I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate yours as well.
Me?
But yeah, well, yours always. But even with Andrew, I'm very appreciative, and you realize that you can't do this thing on your own. Anything,
Not this
especially in
life.
this business, you can't do it alone. And I hate to say this. I don't want to call anybody out, but I might not say his name. But I might. I will. I'll start a war.
Okay.
Okay. So the other night, me and Andrew are doing a show at the Comedy Store, and one of those older guys from the days past, who was a huge star back when I was in high school, middle school, I knew who he was. He came in, and at the Comedy Store, you do 15 minutes. And we talk about this all the time about bumping this and that. He was on the lineup, and he did 42 minutes.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And then so the second show started so late, and that's the show me and Andrew. So me and Andrew showed up, and I was supposed to go up at like 11 or something. It's like 11:50, and the beginning guys were just starting. We were there late, and it was because of this one fella. And he's also so stand up. You know what it is? So I'm gonna tell you who it is. Should I tell you who it is?
Yeah.
yeah.
And I love his son, by the way. Okay, let's do
I already know.
Who? Yes. Got it. So, did 42 minutes, and, he doesn't hang out. He's like Arsenio, but Arsenio Hall will still make sure he says hi to every single person on the show and do like a couple of lines, you know what I mean? And he's so charming,
Yeah.
and he's so likable. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, that dude is such a sweet guy, and I've always been a big fan. When I saw Harlem Nights and Coming to America, I mean, Arsenio Hall killed it in those movies. Was he in Harlem Nights? I'm sure he was. But
You're the only one in this room I feel like would know. So.
But anyway, he doesn't really say hi to people. He kind of does it, and it fucks up the show. And what I want to say is, there is a vast segment of these Hollywood types, who do this podcast as a favor to me because I asked. They don't want to do it. They don't know what it is. They don't know the reach it has. They just do it because it's like he's been asking me for a year, right? Then when they do it, they realize, oh, people did listen to it. And I think that's the problem. There's a disconnect.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry that I'm late.
It's all right, Titi, My little Titi's in town, man.
I love your aloha shirt.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're in Hawaii. You look like you have a nice tan. You got a nice tan?
Huh? No, this is what is it called? Pearl Harbor setup? Something?
Oh, yeah.
Without me or whatever.
Yeah. I love your Pearl Harbor setup, man.
Thank
Makes
you.
me want to fucking fly into you,
Really?
I just want to go and crash right into you, dude.
So, yeah, what was that song they had? It was like Crash.
Dave Matthews?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Dave Matthew.
Yeah. Crash?
Crash
in
me, buddy. Hey, buddy.
buddy.
Dude, when I was young, my dad, he lived by I don't want to say I guess it was like kind of like an Asian guy or whatever. I don't know what.
You could say that.
You can say it.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
If he was Asian, you can say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, say that.
Yeah.
Well, he would sing. The guy was like fresh off the bottom or whatever,
Yeah.
And he would.
Bottom of the boat. There's probably different layers of the boat. You're on the bottom of the boat?
I don't know where you.
Fresh off the bottom, like at the bottom of the sea?
I don't know. I don't know a ton of. Here's all I remember about the guy. He would sing to his child, right?
Uh-huh.
But he had a. He would sing that song. It was like Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy gonna buy you broken omelet. Like he would always have the word wrong.
Oh, different. Yeah.
And he would sing to his son, but he had the wording wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's like one of my jokes when I say my dad would sing Christmas songs wrong.
Oh, he would?
He just go, Frosty, he a good guy. You know, say Frosty's a good guy. And I go, Snowman. He's like, I don't know snow. Or something like that. Anyway.
Yeah, Daddy gonna buy you a walking mine time.
Theo, how old would your dad? How old would he have been
Today?
today?
Let me think about that.
Because my dad this year would have been 100.
Dang.
And I know you had an old daddy too, right?
Your dad would have been 100?
100. Yeah. So he was 1924. So he lived through the Depression, World War II,
Slavery.
Jim Crow.
Ooh, wow.
Whoa.
Jim Crow, huh?
You ever met him?
Good guy.
Nope.
Good guy. He's a good guy? I don't know. Yeah. I don't follow him on Instagram. But nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, does Jim Crow have an Instagram? Bring that up.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a Jim Crow, you know.
My dad would be, let me see, he was born in 1912. He
Oh
would,
my God.
Oh, my God.
112 then.
112.
Yeah. Wow, 112 years old.
112 years old.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Daddy gonna buy you a
nightstick, man. Yeah.
You know?
But
Yeah, it was just crazy hearing this guy, this Asian guy.
You didn't do it, but when you first sang it, my bad.
Yeah.
You didn't really do an Asian accent when you did it.
He didn't feel Asian.
Yeah.
Oh, little.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't do it.
Yeah, there we go. I like
That sounds
it.
Filipino.
Yeah, this was very
Yeah, very Filipino. Yeah, very
Daddy
good.
gonna buy you a broken window. Like, the guy just had the words wrong. You know?
Yeah,
Do you know that you're like Filipinos' new Steven Seagal?
Oh my God, people love you in the
Yeah, so in the Philippines, like growing up, like Steven Seagal was like our favorite white guy.
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Because I have no idea. I think action movies, but now you're Filipino's like favorite white guy because of your clip saying you love Filipinos.
I love him, man. I wish that. I do, man. I wish God made more of them. How many are there?
There's a lot.
150 million around the world,
Really?
roughly. Yeah.
Oh, well,
That was
gotta
enough. He did too much.
They got to,
40 million too much, I think.
they got to disperse more of them. I think in like different area. Like they should airdrop them in a different area.
Like where? Like I know Cleveland. Yeah. Tampa Bay. There's got to be more in Tampa Bay. Yeah. I have a bone to pick with you, may I?
You do?
You do.
Oh God! Is this about you guys catching Brendan online or something?
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with. It has nothing to do with the internet. It has to do with you and I, dude. It has to do with you and I, dog. Right?
Really?
In our friendship, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So check this out, playa. Okay. I get adamant, dude. I get fucking emotional about this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The other day, last week, bro. That's impossible. I would never say that.
She was taking the trash out, and she was like, and you apparently you said, "Hey, can I help you with that?" And she called me to tell me that. She was like, "Is that weird?" I'm like, that is weird, but also amazing."
Because I don't want to help her. Yeah,
I can't handle it. That is hilarious.
Yeah. I don't want to help her, but I want to do things against.
That's very important, Bobby.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. That's you should do what doesn't feel normal, what doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Go against it and start practicing doing things that
Like even this morning, she woke up, and normally, like, it just takes me a while to even function, right? But my thing was kiss her on the forehead.
You
Right.
did?
Yeah, I did.
Was I asleep?
You were asleep.
Okay.
But I gave you a big kiss on the forehead, and then went back to sleep. But it's like, I didn't want to do that.
gross.
Gross.
I can see him really trying. Like usually when he does not like being touched at all when
Hate
he
it.
wedges a pillow. There's this big pillow between us.
All right. Sorry, my language comes out, right? Dang dang dong. Listen, that fucking pillow isn't a wedge between us, all right? I'm like a koala when I sleep, right?
Koala me.
that was
Yeah,
hysterical.
Right. Right.
It hurt good.
Yeah. Whenever I walk in a room, that sound fucking happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, So for me, it's like now I'm trying to put the pillow on the other side, so you don't get the impression that you think it's a barrier, but it was never a barrier. It's just I like to just do this. You know
Well,
what I mean?
what about when I accidentally graze up on you and you hiss?
It's not that. I'm gonna say it's not a hiss. I go, "Arr." Yeah.
That's worse. It's a growl.
Growls.
Yeah. So I have that thing where obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
Right. So you and I have seen stuff on the iPad, right? And then when you hit me with this arm, I have to go do this and do this hit it 3 times, right? So before, whenever you would graze upon me, my instinct would be to go and do it with this leg too. It's crazy.
But
I have a thing with threes. I don't.
Yeah,
judge
it's
that.
crazy.
But then now I have a thing with threes because I'm so fucking codependent. So now if I touch him, knowing that it'll set him off, I now touch him in threes.
No,
Yeah.
I. By the way, so does my wife. So
Really?
if she our entire relationship, when she would kiss me on the cheek goodbye, she'll kiss me 2 more times because she knows it has to be 3.
Yeah.
That's not codependent. That's
Okay.
just being considerate.
Yeah. But,
Okay.
But
That's not codependent.
let's talk about that. Why do we have that?
I don't. I just think it's I think a lot of people have that. I don't think it's like a major thing. I don't really overanalyze that.
Right. But it is. But
I really don't.
when I do it, it's because if I don't do it, I feel like something bad's
Me
gonna
too.
happen. So that's weird.
No, well, it is. It's superstitious.
Yeah, it's
I think I'm
superstitious.
gonna have a bad day.
Yeah.
Or I think something bad's going to happen. But I have to like take 3 pieces of toilet paper.
What do you mean?
Or I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have to cut it into 3 pieces. Like I have to do like certain things have to be in 3s.
Yeah. If
It's
I
crazy.
that's why I don't wave to people,
Why?
because I have to wave with both hands. So I have to do this.
You have to go like
No. What I do is this. Yeah. It's better than this. All right. Yeah. So I have to go. Hey.
that looks
Do the
like
movie
something's
theater
wrong.
thing.
And the movie theater. So I don't turn around the movie theater because I have to turn around 2 times. So this is what you see if I turn around, right? Oh, sorry.
Fucking hair, dude.
Right. So it's like it's
All
crazy.
of these things look like you have a problem. They're not good.
I know they're not good, right? So, but what I'm been doing now is not doing it.
Well, that's good.
But
Well, how did you just stop doing it?
I just go wait a moment. So here's what I'll do.
Meds.
Well,
I'm on little meds.
Well, I am too, but I'm surprised you were just able to stop doing it.
Right. I still think bad things are happening. So I literally, because yesterday I got a new car, right?
Yeah.
And I remember like I was upstairs and I touched the doorknob.
Oof.
So I touched it 1 time and I go, just do it 1 time. And then when my new car came up, there was smoke coming out of the engine. Right? So
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
that's
bad.
because I didn't do the fucking thing.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's hard. I know.
But this is what I'm stopping doing. Is that right? I'm going to stop doing this. Is that better?
That was good.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I like you.
Thanks.
You're not an uppity Filipino.
I'm
A normal one.
there we go.
So you're not. You're uppity. But anyway, what I've been doing is if something bad happens early in the morning, immediately I go, this whole day's fucked.
Yeah.
Right? And then I just somehow manifest bad things happening, or I perceive things as bad. So what I've been trying to do now is if something bad happens in the morning, just reset and go, that's not going to dictate the rest of the day.
Good.
And it seems to have been working, kind of.
You can also just like get on your knees and pray.
Yeah.
You don't have to get on your knees, but just say, God, please help me turn, or higher power, or
Yeah.
whatever, piece of bread. It doesn't have to be anything, whatever. Just help me, please help me turn this day around. Energy out there, whatever it is.
I find, though, going through the motions of getting on your hands and knees is different than doing it in my car.
It is
Yeah.
different.
I feel like it's not more real, but
It
just-
is.
It,
for
it
me.
fe- yeah, I feel feels more real, and more of a commitment almost.
It is. I
Right.
just didn't know if you wanted to do that.
No,
but
I do.
for
I
me-
do that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, in fact, I'll do it for like a Norman Rockwell painting where I'll do it by the side of the bed. You mean like that with those little white kids doing it? You know what I mean? Please give me a red bite, you know, or whatever they like. Make the apple pie moist and delicious. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like, you know what I mean. Let me get that Netflix show. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let me not bomb
Yeah.
tonight, or whatever it might
Yeah.
be. You know what I mean?
Let me not bond.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's weird. Now, what is your belief system when it comes to God?
Oh, I've always believed in a higher power.
Yeah.
I'm very connected, thank God. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I do believe in God.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. But I've been like protected my whole life. I should be dead. I mean, seriously, I've like driven drunk, the whole time I've been using my whole life. Like, there's been so many times like I shouldn't be here. And I see signs constantly. There's just been too many coincidences, too many times that things have come together, that people have shown up, that I've thought of something, and then there's someone standing there, or people have been connected. It's insane. It's totally insane.
but you have to be able to be
I do.
open to see it.
I have been open a
Yeah.
lot. The more I'm aware of it and I open myself up to it, the more things I see, of course.
Yeah.
The more I'm closed off to it, I don't see anything.
Can I tell you my biggest God shot?
Yeah. Yeah. I love these stories.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being totally serious.
and now-
I love them.
Now I tell normal people this story.
Yeah.
and people go, "That was just a coincidence."
No,
right?
I love this. Is
Right, but
my
I
favorite
tell
thing.
people in 12-step groups the story, and
Yeah.
they go, "Oh,"
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So I got sober originally when I was 17, and when I was 17, I was really into 12 steps because my parents are, you know what I mean, pan-faced, beautiful people. You know what I mean?
Pan-faced, beautiful people.
You know what I mean?
Pan face.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful
You've
people.
changed.
Right. Yeah, I usually say gook, but I won't. You know what I mean?
But you did.
They're pan-faced, beautiful people, right? And they're just like, you know what I mean? Or whatever, you know what I mean? And I never learned anything from them. You don't learn. So when I first got sober, I learned how to live in the moment. I learned how to like set boundaries or whatever you might, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I learned life through. But then when I was 30, I relapsed, but the last 7 years before that, I never went to a single meeting, so I lost all my numbers and whatnot, right? And I also moved to LA. I got sober in San Diego, so, and I relapsed, and I was heavy into opiates, and I was going through really bad withdrawals, and my manager goes, "There's a wheatgrass farm in San Diego. I want to go through it, so maybe you can get sober there." I go, "But it's not a 12-step
Oh,
thing."
wheatgrass farm.
Right.
Yeah.
So I showed up, and they do wheatgrass colonics, and I literally woke up in a bathroom at this place with a tube in my asshole, green wheatgrass all over the fucking floor. It was weird. And I'm like, there's no 12-step nothing, right?
Uh-huh.
And all they feed you is like seeds. Like it's one of those, there's no meat. It's
So fucked up.
just seeds
I
and
know this
wheatgrass
sounds
and carrot juice.
So
Unreal.
unhealthy.
It was so terrible, right? So one night I go to my manager, and she's like sitting by the pool, drinking a wheatgrass thing, right? And I'm like shaking. you
I'm
know?
like, I feel sick even just listening to this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
My stomach is.
And I'm going, I can't eat this food anymore, man. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you know, it's healthy, and you're losing weight.
losing weight.
yeah. I'm dying. You know what I mean? So I go, give me fucking $20, right? Because I know you have some cash, and I'm gonna escape, right? So I climbed over this wall,
Escape the.
and I ran through
A
this
wall.
forest.
Wait, there were AWOL risks in this wheatgrass farm?
No, it was like there was this. I didn't want
you could
anyone.
just walk out the front door.
No, but the best way to get to where I was.
I feel like you have camouflage on and you're like covered in
Yeah.
grass.
But the Vons and there was a Vons
Uh-huh.
grocery store and an In and Out, right?
Oh,
Over this wall down this forest. So I just climbed this
This
little wall. It's
sounds-
not like fucking Mission Impossible where I'm like have a fucking thing, all right? I'm just hopping over a wall.
Yeah.
All right? So calm down, guys.
Like the
Yeah.
like the
So it's like 1 a.m. It was a 24-hour Vons. I go, you know what? I want an apple. I don't know why. So I went into the apple. I went to the apple section at this Vons, and I get a tap on my shoulder. And I turn around, and there's this guy named Will. Now, when I was 17 years old,
Yeah, this is crazy. I know.
when I was 17 years old, this guy was my sponsor,
That's crazy.
my first sponsor before Dan. And I go, what the fuck? And he goes, what the fuck? And he goes, I go, what are you doing here? And he goes, I don't know. I was speaking at a meeting in Arizona. I was driving down the 8, and something told me to come here. And I go,
Did he want an apple too?
no, he was just walking the Vons. He wanted to get a bottle of water. I don't know what it was, but he goes, he could have gone somewhere else, but he said, I needed to go to this Vons, right? And I go, well, and I told him my story. He goes, I have everyone's numbers from my old AA from when I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
So I just frantically wrote down all these numbers, and everyone from AA in the San Diego scene would come and pick me up from this place to take me to a meeting, right? So I just ran into this guy randomly, right? And to me, that was a God shot.
Of course it was.
Yeah, I mean, that was like
Yeah.
weird. And now other people would be like, that's just a coincidence. And you know what I mean? But I choose not to look at it that way.
No, it's not. Well, that's not a I know there's going to be people who are listening.
I know. I mean, that's why I'm saying it. I mean,
Of
our
course,
fans
you
are going to
have
balk
keep-
at it.
You have to keep saying that because, of course, there's going to be people who, and it's understandable, who are going to go, well, yeah. But I believe that too, especially when it comes to program stuff.
Yeah.
That you are put in situations with certain people where, you know, God or my higher power will put people in my life, especially when it comes to sobriety. At
Yeah.
the right times. It's happened to me a ton of times where when I need help, someone will show up in my life at the right time. It's happened to me so many times I can't even count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
apples.
Uh-huh.
Why do you insist that Red Delicious apples are good?
Because they're the sweetest ones, and they're the most delicious.
They're not. They have that squeaky skin.
Squeaky.
I
What
love
the fuck are you talking
Honeycrisp.
about?
Yes. Yes.
I
thank
love
Oh,
you.
you uppity fucker. What is a Honeycrisp?
They're amazing.
Honey
What do
Crisp
they
is
call- what
my
color are they?
favorite.
Very- they're
yellowish red,
Pink, orange.
pink.
They're every color.
A gala is okay.
yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
But
Pink
Red
ladies are good,
Delicious,
too.
pink, yes,
Yeah.
Red Delicious is out.
I love
sweetie.
Laxton Superbs.
What are those?
What are lax?
Laxton Superb.
Oh,
The band you were
Laxton.
in.
That's uppity. What the
Yeah. Look, is there a Laxton Superb apple?
I'll look it up.
Laxton's Superb.
Is that a really type of a type of apple? Is
I
that
think
what
so. I think so. Look it up. I've never had one. Never had one, but look it up.
What is that?
I
Can
don't.
I just say that that is a real apple.
Really?
Oh, that looks crispy though.
So
Wait, so it's like half
It's a
Granny
beautiful
Smith,
one.
green,
it's like Barack Obama. It's mixed.
popular home
Yeah,
of
yeah.
English style variety from the late
Oh,
Victorian period.
English.
It's
Yeah.
a beautiful apple.
Thank you.
I want to know interesting twist in flavor inherited from its other parent, the Wyken Pippin. Didn't
Yeah.
know that was an apple.
That's fancy.
And the reason why I know this is because I was in a band, and that's what we're called.
What did you play?
Keyboard.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, yeah. It was a terrible band, but I'm getting back together with the guys. You know that?
What?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna go on
We're
tour?
talking. No, they want to go to Vegas, but I haven't seen these guys since I was 20.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, yeah.
Grow out your hair like you did back then.
That's the thing I'm doing right now, Jessica.
Your hair is beautiful.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you.
I was just thinking that when you were talking before. I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Should I grow it longer or what?
Why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a fucking flying?
We're all
fuck?
gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I know. Let me ask you this: are you scared of that?
I don't think anything's going to happen in the near future, but this world is not. Things are not going very well.
I know.
I mean, I have kids, so I'm trying to be positive, but I mean, what is going on?
Yeah. I mean, with the wars, with
Yeah.
the environment,
Everything.
everything. It's,
Everything. The
yeah,
government
the
on
government.
both sides.
Oh
I
my!
mean,
Yeah.
what
it's-
is happening?
It's chaos. We've never been here before.
Never. Not
Yeah.
even close.
Well, it's
I-
relatable to the '60s. I think the '60s was similar.
Yeah, but I just don't know who is going to even help. But like, I feel like I'm both like, who is going to run this? No one can get along or even have a conversation. So I
Yeah,
don't
it's
even-
been more polarized as it's ever been.
right. That's where I'm the most like nervous about everything.
But can I say something to you? And I think we cannot. So when I went to the place, the trauma place, I ran, because our group, I don't know how yours work, but you go through this whole program with 8 other people going through the program.
Yeah.
It's a small group.
Yeah.
So you're just around them constantly. And at first you're like, I fucking hate these people.
Yeah.
And by the end of the thing, you're like, these are my best friends in the whole world.
Yeah.
But there was one guy who was not vaxxed, doesn't believe in vaccinations, or he thinks that it's probably Wuhan that did it, blaming Wuhan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He is a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
You know, he wears the Make America Great hat, you know? And he was the closest guy I went through with that in that program. At the end of the week, him and I were hugging, tears in our eyes, because we relate on other things, right? He has trauma, so do I. You know what I mean? We have similar traumatic experiences, similar diseases almost, right? And we were able to really just bond. And I just had to, in a moment, we're all the same.
Yeah, we are.
We're fighting against each other. We're all the same.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to help everything? An alien invasion from a different planet.
I agree.
What? I'm being real. You don't think so? Look at fucking Independence Day. The Palestinians and the Jews were the fighter pilots together.
Better
Nothing would
yet.
I'm not even laughing because nothing would surprise me at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if aliens showed up right now outside the door.
Yeah.
We're like, hello. Like
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
I think that would if we had to fight another planet, we would have to. No one's gonna go. Well, I'm a Trump guy. No one gives a fuck. We have to get
so
together
great. Yeah.
and fight this thing, and then we will find our commonality, which is humanity.
That's such a great point.
I'm being sarcastic.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not. I know we don't. If that happened, that would be perfect.
That would
'cause
be
then
perfect.
We'd have to come together.
I think I don't think so at all.
What you think that?
It'll be split.
You think aliens will be Trump supporters too, and they'll have liberals as well?
Obviously, I have. Like, I've never done that per se, kind of, but like, I can't do. I'm trying to show an example. Pete, what was the one I recently? I'll pull people aside and go. You know, this is making me fucking crazy, and I'm so depressed.
Like if Star Wars called, they can cast you as young Jabba.
That's Star. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars.
A young Jabba.
Yeah, young Jabba.
Like right when he's just done playing football and he hasn't gotten into gambling yet.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And he can move. You can still move.
I can move.
Yeah, right. So young Jabba, and they're like, we don't even need green screen or prosthetics.
Yeah.
It's perfect,
No,
right?
no. Keep with this improv. It feels good. No.
And I'm young Yoda.
No, you're still Kim Jong Un.
All right. So anyway, and they go, you're young Jabba. You would wait days in a trailer to play young Jabba.
I got offered the role of a Jedi, and I turned it down.
Oh.
That's so fucking bullshit. Bullshit.
Wait, is that a real story?
Why you're lying? Look. What are you putting into this guy for?
Yeah, he was there.
What? You were a Jedi.
But I didn't take it. I didn't take the meeting. I didn't take the audition. I didn't take any of it.
Whoa. Why would you do that? That's a fucking
It
career.
doesn't matter to me. It doesn't.
Whoa.
I can't. I'm telling you right now, I get physically depressed being like a paid for hire gun. It makes me lose my mind. I'm not. I know I'm not good for them, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it on something else. I said yes to, but I'm doing it because of the person. Because I can find. So I'll put it to you this way. If Jonah Hill, who I think is brilliant,
he's great.
If he wanted to work with me and he said, "Here's the deal: you got to sit in a trailer for 10 hours and you're going to work 15 hours a day," I'd do it. I'd want to work with Jonah Hill, and I can find a way out of that depression. But if you say, "Hey, man, we want you to shoot a Miller Lite commercial," and it pays $125,000 or $500,000,
yeah,
and you don't have a contraction of the creative control, you're just going to be the guy that shows up, rips his shirt off, and kills a Miller Lite. But we're going to need you for 4 days.
Yeah.
It pays $500,000.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I know what I go through. I shot something. I'm trying to think of something fair because I don't want to light up anyone. But in the
light somebody up.
No, in
in
the whole setup for this movie or for promotion, I had to shoot some stuff at sometimes. And I would watch producers take. I shot something. I can't say anything. I can't say any of them. I shot stuff for.
Make it up then.
I shot something for Bud Light.
What?
And they said, "Hey, can you?"
No. What?
I was
not Bud Light.
I was a transgender. I was a transgender.
You were that guy?
Have you seen it?
You were that guy. I saw it.
Yeah. I am in a bathtub.
I get it. I saw it.
I'm drinking a cold beer the way all of us should. I just can't. So back when I worked at All Things Comedy one time, this was a long, long time ago, Bernley, and it was like, "Hey, we have an idea for these things to help promote your show." And I was like, "Cool." And it was just simple, like watching people set up lights and being in hair and makeup and waiting I was losing my mind, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And it's I when I lose control, I don't become difficult, but I just start becoming like antisocial and I get depressed. So I know what I can do and I know what I can't do. I've had dudes write things for me in TV shows and in movies, and I've had to reply to them and say, listen, man, unless I can like, this sounds crazy, but like, unless I can have full run of like hanging out in the tent, watching you direct, like being around, like I can't just be like a hired gun.
Is it the isolation of it all?
I think so. I think I start to feel like I'm wasting my life. Like it's not money. It's like you don't do it for the money. There's not great money in these. But like, but
I've seen you around. Like I think you have like some sort of attention deficit or something. Because even when I answered the door just now, there's a thing about you that's like, I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe you're uncomfortable in your own skin sometimes.
No, I mean, I'm sure I am, but I don't know. I don't know. I just know what I like and I know what I don't like.
Yeah.
Like I remember Tom did a movie with Mark Wahlberg, and he was in Atlanta for like 3 weeks, and he had 2 days of shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, but those days that you're off, you can just do whatever you want to do. No?
Can I fly back to LA and not do the movie? Because that's what I want to do. Like I don't like
the Theo Von way.
Is that public knowledge?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But I understand Theo.
Yeah, I understand
Theo.
too.
In that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if everyone
Don't cut
knows
that
about
out.
that. Don't cut it out.
I
Keep it
didn't say
in.
anything bad.
No,
Yeah.
but I understand Theo in that. I actually empathize with Theo because I was like, yeah, man, I think I have my own voice as a comic too.
Yeah.
And so, but I'll give you a perfect example.
Give me.
I was really difficult to our crew on the cabin because once I felt like they were holding you guys there too long,
Yeah.
I started getting anxious for you guys. And I'd be like, hey, can they go now? Because I'd be like, I feel like I'm wasting your time. Like,
Yeah, I didn't feel that.
because you're an actor and you don't mind serving the project.
But not only that Donnell and I knew we were doing something special.
That was maybe one of the
That was a
things I've ever been a part
special
of in my entire
episode.
life,
That was
my
a special
entire life.
episode. Everything about it was so weird and surreal and
Yeah.
great. And I'm just glad that you asked me to do it.
Dude, but you're better. You're better
the
at
best.
that. Like you're better at that than I am. You are. And there were people that were like, "Am I done now?" And I would always be like, "Can we get them out of here?" Because that's how.
I see.
That's ultimately how I feel. But I don't say, "Am I done now?"
Yeah.
I just start getting depressed. And
Wait, I kind of feel like you should probably relate to this because I've gotten many phone calls where you're like, I hate it here. I can't be here. I want to go home. Like,
Yeah. I've been
they
on
just have me waiting.
trailer. I know, but the
Yeah.
thing is that I still do it.
If you can
he
distract
won't do
me,
it.
No, because I need to be distracted with creativity. So like if you say like I've signed up for a couple of projects where I'm allowed to be a collaborator with the production, so I can sit. Either I'm a producer on the project, like I need to be a producer on the project, and I just want to sit back. I don't even need to say anything.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to go into the tent, hang out and watch. I don't want to be like I'm not a good just hired gun. I'm just not
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
good.
So I did a movie called Heartbreakers. It's on my thing. Nobody watched it, but anyway, I remember it was a 16-hour wait, and I had a monologue. The problem with that is, for 16 hours in my trailer, I just thought about this monologue. You know what I mean? The whole time, rehearsing it, and then I got in my head about it. And then when I swear to God, this happened. I go on my mark, and the lady was a director. She goes, "All right, are you ready?" I go, "How good?" They go, "Action." Nothing came out. And then I tried it like 8 or 9 times. I couldn't do it. I was so nervous. And they cut the scene. And I remember going in my car and driving home crying.
See, I can't. I was hired for the one thing I've ever been hired for that I did was on The Shield, and
Whoa, I like it.
and I got
Michael Chiklis.
Michael Chiklis,
Yeah.
and I was humiliated.
Why?
By the whole experience. Well, first of all, I mean this top to bottom. And I like
You whistle a lot, huh?
I know. No, have I a lot tonight?
No, that was the first one I
You know,
heard.
14% of the people on my Instagram don't know how to whistle.
I don't know how to whistle.
Really? I can do like a bunch of whistles.
Go.
I can do.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
I
a
don't
good
know
one.
that one.
I know that one. I know this one.
I could do
And then
that.
the loud one. I don't. My mouth's
Maybe
got to
I've
be
never
weird.
tried that
Duncan's
one.
her-
Sweet. So I get hired for The Shield. I have a flu. I have the
Wait,
flu.
can I just can I go back real quick?
I can tell you when this was. When
Are there
we
different kind of farts you can do? I feel like you can do stuff with your holes.
I can definitely fart louder if I want to.
But can you do different styles, like toot, toot, you know what I mean?
Not like a.
Yeah. Oh, I know that one. I've done that one. Give me another one.
If I shave my asshole, it claps.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I have big ones in the mornings, and then I go, what did that asshole say? So I get hired for the Shield. I'm supposed to play a cuck. I'm supposed to watch this black dude fuck my wife.
Whoa.
It's my scene. I'm dressed in DWP.
Turned on. I like this.
Yeah.
And so I get there, and I'm not advocating for myself. So like it's my first thing I've ever done, and they just put me with the extras, and then I'm like, okay, and I go, am I gonna need clothes? And they're like, no, just wear what you're wearing. And then I'm like, all right, dude. I go, I'm supposed to be in an outfit, I think, and they're like, here's the thing that I'm also not sharing in this whole story, and I don't think anyone realizes. I've been in the scenes when you're nobody, the moments when you're nobody, and people treat you like total shit. Because there's a lot of production people who are just fucking
Yeah.
They're really not sweet people. And they're not to the extras, and they're not to the people that don't matter. They are to the star, but to everyone else. And so I'm like, can I maybe talk to somebody? Because I feel like you're not the right person to talk to. And they're like, sir, over here, okay? You'll stay here until lunch, and then we'll get you for lunch. And I'm like, I'm in the wrong fucking place. And by the way, I'm not feeling good. I felt sick that day. So it was the day there was a blizzard in New York that weekend, and I had been at the Borgata, and I had to drive through the blizzard to get on a flight to get home. So then I finally find someone, and I go, hey, I'm supposed to be like in a DWP outfit, and the guy goes, oh yeah, well, you're in the wrong fucking place. Takes me in my trailer, puts me in my costume.
But you didn't. No, let's just go.
I've been sitting with extra.
Can I say something?
Yeah, please.
All right. You didn't then at that point go, that fucking lady treated me like shit. I was in the fucking thing.
I don't like confrontation. Neither of us do.
But did she apologize? Did she apologize?
No one apologized. It gets worse, Bobby. It gets worse.
Okay, keep going then.
So I then I've been there since 8 a.m. I then get called over to set, and it's like I've been there all fucking day. And then they're like, okay, so we're gonna have you're looking inside this window, you're watching two people have sex. And I know the rest of the scene, and then they're gonna handcuff me, walk me to the front. Do you guys know this guy? Black dude's gonna open the door and go, yeah, dude's with her. And that's the scene. You can find it online.
Yeah.
So I do the scene, and I make a decision as an actor. This is the first thing I've ever been cast in my life. I make a decision to play with my dick. I figure, it's okay. I know that's not cool now, but like at the time, I thought if you're
cool with me.
The one guy sucked another guy's dick on the Shield.
Oh,
I could be able to play with my dick.
Yeah.
So I go up to the window, and I'm looking in the window, and I'm looking around, and they're on the camera, and I'm playing with my dick, and then the car pulls up, and it's the female cop and the dude cop, and the female cop calls cut. She's like, wait, what? He's touching himself. Like, and I was like, oh, fuck, did I misread the script?
No.
Did I misread the script? Like,
it's a woke actress.
I don't know if she was woke. I don't even know her name, but she got upset that I was touching myself.
Woke.
And then I'm thinking, I misread the fucking script. I misread the fucking script.
No, you improvise it. It's your right as a fucking actor.
And that's what I thought.
It's a choice.
And now that I've acted, I know that you're allowed to do some wild shit as an actor. To draw out a performance. I'm like, that was my first thing. So I'm like, oh, fuck. So they come over, they pull her, so they go, okay, we're sorry, we'll talk to him. Michael Chiklis I think was directing this episode, but there was another guy. So they take her back to the car, they put him in position 1, and Michael Chiklis goes, I love your choice. I love it. Ignore her. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to shoot a bunch of close-ups of you playing with your dick. Okay? We're going to, do some long lens shit. Give us some time, but we're going to really go after it.
Fuck yeah, man.
Really go after it, and then when you're done, when we bring her back in, just don't play with your dick, okay?
Okay, very easy.
Because we'll have it covered.
Right.
We'll use that, but
Very
just don't
good.
play with your dick when she pulls up. I went, deal. So I feel vindicated. So they're like, all right, she's on position 1, action. And so I go over, look in the window, and I start playing with my dick.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, nice. And then I'm like, okay, this has been 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, now I'm on a minute. And I'm like, I'm still playing. My dick's getting hard. And I'm like, oh my God. And so now I'm like, it's getting hard. I'm really getting into it. I'm
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
my dick
yeah.
more. Like fucking 3 minutes in, I'm like, is he going to wait until I come? Like,
Yeah.
we should have it by now, right? And then in my head, Michael Chiklis is just sitting in the director's chair going, let's see how long this guy will go.
Yeah. Was the camera on?
Yeah, I guess. It
Okay,
was.
okay. They
I don't-
did
I haven't-
action.
I haven't seen the scene in a long time. I think they showed me playing with my dick a little bit, and then we did the scene.
Okay.
No, that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing with my dick.
Hang on, pal.
Look at that.
Yeah, you were, dude.
I
How
was.
quick it was?
Back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good actor, dude.
Thank you.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We just apprehended a man looking through your window.
Yo, girl. It's all good. Dude with her.
That's a really interesting choice.
Me.
Do you know this man?
Married to him long enough
Role playing on the way to work.
with our
Friend.
It's a sad scene. It's a
Wow,
sad
that's
scene.
kinda sad.
It's a
Yeah,
sad
that's
scene.
that scene. And by the way, I didn't even have to read for it. I just walked in, and they're like, "It's him."
Really?
They're like, "I didn't even."
You're
read
the
for
cuck?
it. I didn't even read for it. I didn't even fucking
Dude, you
read
look-
for it.
you
I
on-
walked in. I had the scene. It. They're like, "No, we got it. It's him." It's. And I was like, "Oh, cool. What's
Wow,
the scene?" They're like,
wow.
"You like to watch black guys fuck your wife?" And I was like, "Okay." You sure don't want me to read?
Yeah.
Like I could act different.
Dude, I mean, for the little I saw you, I go, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
I believed it.
That was the first
Amazing.
thing I've ever done.
Yeah. And did you do other acting after that or no?
No, that really depressed me. That whole experience really kind of like shook me. And then I did a pilot for CBS. That was really fun.
Yeah.
But I need a lot. I need a lot of like, this is going to sound horrible and this isn't like great podcast content, but I need a lot of approval and like kind of stroking to make sure I feel like I'm doing it. It's why I like stand up, is that it's that immediate response.
Yeah.
And then I'm in it. If I don't get it acting, I start going like, am I fucking sucking? And I suck. Oh God, I need to stop doing this. Why am I doing this? I should let real actors do this. I'm just some fucking stupid comedian.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Wow. So the movie was a success, dude, would you believe?
I mean, it wasn't a box office success, but it's hard to get people to go to the. Our challenge was just getting people to go to the theaters. I will tell you very candidly, that premiere was the greatest day of my life. The shooting of that movie was the greatest experience I've ever had, and the whole run of it being in theaters was so fucking fun. To take my kids out to go see it in the movie theaters, to go with my nephew, to go with my parents, I'd go out to movie theaters and surprise people, to listen to people laugh at jokes we came up with in Serbia on the fly. It was really one of the coolest experiences. I wish everyone could get to have that experience. So I have nothing but like positive, great thoughts about it. But and I hope to make more. I hope to make